And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Young.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says, free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me, or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. But that's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnover, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Well, look at Atlanta's opening lineup. You've got Reddish, Parker out there with Jones. Then there's Hunter, and it's Young in at the point. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And it's the Hawks to start out. Here's Young. Parker outside. Uncovered. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
Last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs.
From Young.
Deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Atlanta with the rebound. Young outside.
See that very often. And 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Another miss by Westbrook. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one. Another miss by Young.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Reddish. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the. You played only 2 seasons with Golden State. Your first and your last. What was it like ending your career where you started?
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the reason why I went back to Golden State, was to retire there. I only played 9 games my last season, but I felt like it was a full circle. It was completion. Being in front of those fans that gave me so much energy there at Oracle Arena, the ones that showed me so much love as a rookie. I mean, I couldn't even, my goatee didn't even connect in. I couldn't even grow hair on my face then, and to come back as an old man my last year, it was a blessing to see those same faces of people who supported me.
By the way, that is a sweet goatee you're wearing tonight. I just want to tell you.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
Drafts the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this.
In drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And denied again. And Capella with a nice bucket inside.
Capella brings someone that really brings it on.
Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Harden. The The pass to Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Get officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
True grit for Capella. Outstanding and sticking with his shot, even when he gets knocked around.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Young by Clint Capella. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden. I have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Harden. Not going to go that time, so Atlanta will take it the other way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
This is the attitude Parker plays with, someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. For 3, Westbrook. Atlanta with the rebound. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Playing more control.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create.
A shot by Reddish, no good. There's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Three-pointer, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds in this game. Fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
For 3, Westbrook drills it from outside. Westbrook's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now, he's still scoreless so far in this one. Parker kicks to Reddish. Here's Jones, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Jones.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop his coach had, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Here's Harden. He had 34 points in the win against Miami. Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And Tony, Chris, you can see his influence as coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Westbrook against Young. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Young's got 11 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Westbrook. And another 3 for Houston.
Whether he's at basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now, here is Young. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Here's Parker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, and looking for the throwdown, ripping the down hard on that one.
Young passes to Hunter. Parker looking around. Pass to Young. Sends it back.
Shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle.
And Parker with the block. To the paint. Jones with the stuff.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And here's Westbrook. Against Miami, he was really on his game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
The first one falls. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And the first one drops. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
Banked in off the glass.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta, trailing by 2. Here's Bembry, guarded by McLemore. Bembry misses.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Cephalosha passes to McLemore. Shoots over Turner. McLemore, no good. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Outside Turner. Chandler with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Young against Rivers. Passes it to McLemore. Shoots from the line. Goes back up. Len with the block. Here's Turner. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Turner's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
Now, you can't let Turner jump all over you. Effective at tearing the D apart on the drive with his athleticism and his speed.
Rivers against Young. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
Smooth handles from Rivers right there. Sometimes he's capable of surprising you with some of his moves. Well, I love what Austin Rivers did last year after he bounced around between the Wizards and Rockets. I mean, he came in and he was focused. He was traded by Washington to the Suns and then bought out and ended up in a great situation in Houston.
A free throw drops for Rivers. And for Rivers, after being let loose by Phoenix, still productive and very motivated when he joined the Rockets.
Rivers said that even though he understood the buyout, he hated the idea of being released. I mean, it reinvigorated his game, and he had one of the best seasons to date. Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Pass to Cephalosha. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Atlanta. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
And right now for the Hawks, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
Young from outside scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Here's Rivers. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now here's McLemore. He's tightly guarded. Cephalosha against Turner. They get it again. Chandler.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And the pass to Fernando. Yep, it counts. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Rivers scanning the floor. Now here's McLemore outside. Hands it from downtown.
And that three-point shot from McLemore is just cash. Don't let this guy get free from the perimeter.
Young passes to Fernando. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Cephalosha. Here's Rivers. A second chance effort, and it's laid up and in by Cephalosha.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Young kicks to Bembry. The three, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
As a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities. on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Austin Rivers is out there with Ben McLemore. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Chandler in at the center. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
Here's Turner. And that one is off. And the Rockets take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. They exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. With some arc, rejected by Len. Here's Bembry, guarded by McLemore. Young's shot is off.
He's got 9 points on 3-pointers in the first quarter, but still looking for his first 3 of the second.
Rivers against Young. Now here's Rivers. 5 points in the game. Lets it go from 11. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And the recognition of McLemore, a team-oriented player who is always looking to dish the rock.
Young passes to Bembry. High, arcing shot, and the shot goes in.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. In his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
And the dunk by Chandler.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Turner. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Rivers can't get it to go.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Young taking his time here. Pass to Fernando. Sefolosha against Turner. From 15 feet away. Rockets with the rebound. Chandler's got 8 rebounds in this game. McLemore with the ball. He's against Young. It's Rivers on the wing. He has 5. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chandler's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
Defense is aggressive on him, but when you're giving up that much height, there's only so much you can do.
And it's Turner off the drive. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Tyson Chandler. The NBA will play a regular season game in Paris for the first time. Hornets and Bucks. Chris, you're planning to be there for that, aren't you?
Such a beautiful city. Can't wait. And think about all our players from France that are here now that are doing such great things in the NBA. It's going to be awesome for them to get to go home and do it in front of their families.
He's off on the first. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Daniel House comes in for Sefolosha. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Rockets leading by 4. House kicks to Westbrook. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Houston.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
Now here's Parker. Harden with the defensive effort. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
The Hawks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Reddish, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Damian Jones is checked in for Atlanta. That free throw good from Reddish. And the former number 2 overall pick, Evan Turner out of Ohio State, a great passer, a great rebounder, and defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he can give you a triple-double with his versatility. He's a unique player. He's a glue guy, a good point forward off the bench.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and Jones pulls it down, but they recover it. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 8, and it's Turner off the drive. The shot's good. Turner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love the inside game of Turner. He's not the biggest guy, but that doesn't stop him from capitalizing in close to the bucket.
For 3, Westbrook. Here's Capella. And Jones sends it back. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Tyson!
Capella inside, defended by Jones. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. And here's Westbrook from the arc.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Reddish.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Here's Westbrook. Atlanta with the rebound. Over in the corner, Reddish. Misses the 3. It's stolen by Reddish. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Hawks have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit. No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories? Had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies. When Grant started his career off in Detroit, and to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden? Who got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
Here's Reddish. Westbrook pulls it in. Rockets leading by 5. Harden right side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
Free throw good, James Harden. As you said, C-Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and what's funny, because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Tyson Chandler. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Passes to Hunter. He kicks to Parker. To the inside. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Hunter.
Well, with a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
In a moment here to check out the numbers for Clint Capella. He's averaging 14 points a game. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. And it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Now, here's Reddish. He's got 9. Can't connect from short range.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
Here's Turner after Clint Capella's bucket. Atlanta calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout. Over the last month, tops in scoring, 6th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Hunter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Back to Sefolosha. Pass to Harden. And here's Westbrook for 3. Kept alive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Capella really using his massive shoulders to draw contact, not afraid to go right up into the grill of the defender.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I love his hands. Great footwork. He takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
And he can't get the first one. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
And he's good on the second.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Parker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons.
He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
And he knocks down the first one. And Jabari Parker last season, not lasting a full year with the Bulls, traded to the Wizards at the deadline.
Yeah, and another change in scenery for Parker, who just can't find the right fit. I mean, you can see the flashes of talent from him, and hopefully he finds a team that is a good match for him long term.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at this stage of Parker's career, it's about accepting whatever role is asked of him. So far, he has done an admirable job of doing it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. James Harden, number one, the fourth spot held by Trae Young.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
That one is off.
I just love the production Capella gives this team. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. He's their defensive anchor. He finishes off with oops, and he can make nice passes out the pick and roll.
And he can't hit the second.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Cephalosha passes to Westbrook. A pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Turner. He has 6. Here's Hunter. And Capella. Westbrook against Turner. A shot's good from Westbrook. And it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Turner passes to Reddish. Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. Oh, that's blocked.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
It's good. Harden's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Reddish the pass to Hunter. He feeds it to Parker. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
That free throw, no good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. And the second free throw, good. 1:46 left to play here in the half. Outside Westbrook. The pass to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. The Hawks trail by 13. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. The Hawks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Parker kicks to Young. There's the dish to Reddish. The Hawks working the ball around. Parker outside. Pass to Young. Just 5 on the clock. 16 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. Young's got 19 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Harden surveying the D. Fires from deep. And no good that time. The Hawks trail by 11. Reddish with the ball. He's got 9. Young dishes to Reddish. Lets it go. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, a more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Rockets leading by 11, and so in the game for the Hawks. They've got Jones, Parker out there with Hunter. Then it's Reddish, and it's Young in at the point guard position. Capella inside, working on Jones, and Tucker kicks to Westbrook. No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 11. Now Hunter. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Young against Westbrook. Doesn't go for him. Good defensive work there by Young. Over in the corner, Reddish. Passes it to Jones. Count the basket. Jones has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Atlanta.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with it defensively.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Jones against Capella. Here's Reddish, and Capella sends it back. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's now 7 points for Parker.
The former number 2 pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Jabari Parker, was out there to score, just like this.
Here is House. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Hunter. Count it, good.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Westbrook. 2 points. That one goes. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Now, here's Reddish. He's got 9. Buries it down low. Reddish has got 11. Here is Harden. 8-point game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Launches a 3, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran him. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 25. Capella, the pass to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Harden's shot is good.
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Atlanta calls timeout. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system they're in now, it just isn't getting it done.
Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Alex Len's checked in for Atlanta. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And Young kicks to Reddish. Young outside. Over Rivers. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And here's Houston. Big stretch here going 10-2. It's good. 15 points for James Harden.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now, here's Reddish, guarded by Harden. Again with the block.
And swatting shots of city.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Here's Rivers, the turnaround jumper. Good. Rivers has got his third basket of the night.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
Parker outside. Down low, here's Hunter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. He dishes it to Rivers. To the middle. Here's Capella. 14 points for him. Clock at 4. Harden. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 18. Young outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Reddish. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rivers has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I don't know if this has been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Parker, guarded by Tucker. Here's Len, and the layup's good off the glass. Len's got his first 2 points of the night.
Beautiful dime from Parker. I mean, a team player who you can depend on to make the right play.
Harden outside, and Harden with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Young's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
Young against Rivers. Young passes to Len. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got 22 points.
Adding to his 3-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
Now here's Reddish. He's covered closely. Count it. Houston leading by 18. And here's Rivers. He has 7. Len with the block. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And it's 9 points for Jabari Parker.
Good at capitalizing in transition. For Parker, it's about getting to the right spot, which he did there.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And with a break here, let's look at the stats for Tucker. 11th in 3-point field goal percentage, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Now, here's Reddish. He's got 13. Back to Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Clint Capella. You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
No good on that one.
Well, comparisons to Steph Curry, unfair for Trae Young, and they're quieting. His shooting percentages in year 1 leave plenty of room for growth.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Cephalosha comes in for Clint Capella, and McLemore subbed in for Danuel House. And he sinks the second. And Greg, you talk about unfair comparisons for Trae Young. His career will always be measured against that of Luka Doncic after the Hawks traded back from the number 3 pick.
And Doncic going on to win Rookie of the Year, an instant star. And Trae Young with plenty of talent. And we'll see what he can accomplish.
Here's Young. James Harden picking up that last basket. Young passes to Len. Yes, that goes in.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Rivers against Young. Rivers kicks to Harden. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, and for a guard, Harden does a ton of damage inside, especially how he gets these foul calls close to the basket.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
That free throw good from Harden.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double, that was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
The Rockets making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Harden hits them both. Atlanta calls timeout. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Fifth best, the Rockets.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Westbrook against Young, and that one, good. Young's got 25 points.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of them.
And the jam by Harden.
He does all the little things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Young against Westbrook. Inside, Len, and the dunk by Len.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Now here's Westbrook. 28 points for him over Young. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Stolen by Tucker. Kicks it to Harden. Pass to McLemore. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Tucker. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Right side Turner. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Turner's got 9.
But Turner really needs to keep hitting these outside shots. When he does, it stretches out the floor for his teammates.
4-3, Westbrook. Good on the three-point shot. And the Rockets lead by 17.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Here's Fernando. Dishes it to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Westbrook passes to McLemore. Harden with it. Guarded by Len. It's Harden with the drive. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. On the free throw, no good. The Hawks trail by 16. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Turner has great awareness. He knows one of his guys is open. He gets the pass over to him quickly.
And Westbrook, here we go. Len with the block. Turner passes to Fernando. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Now the pass to McLemore. Harden with it. Now here's Westbrook. 33 points for him. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 11 points in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Harden. That one goes in. And the Rockets lead by 12.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. I mean, Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and then it's like watching a volcano erupt.
And so it's Houston, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then McLemore is out there with Cephalosha. And it's Tucker in at the 5. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Bembry. Ball's knocked loose. Young outside from the arc. He doesn't hit that one.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
So it's the Hawks now, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Bembry the pass to Len. Lays it up off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Young against Westbrook. Over Young. And here's Harden for 3. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Fires the 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Cephalosha. Outside Westbrook. Oh!
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now, here is Young. And it's Houston on the break. Cephalosha with it. Now guarded by Len.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But these days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And here's Young. James Harden getting it to go from deep.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
That's good from Young.
pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Daniel House comes in for James Harden. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 13. Parker inside, guarded by Tucker. That one falls. And 11 points for Parker.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
For Houston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here is House. Pass to Westbrook. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. He kicks it to Young. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bembry. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Outside Westbrook. And there's the pass to Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 38 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Young passes to Hunter. Parker left side. Pass to Bembry. Clock at 6. Outside, Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Bembry misses. Rockets leading by 14. For 3, Westbrook drops in the tray. Westbrook's got 41.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Oh, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Now here's Parker. It's good. Parker's got 4 this quarter.
And hey, that wasn't easy, but Parker was just committed to scoring no matter what.
Westbrook kicks to House. Houston moving the ball around. McLemore with the ball. Takes the 3. They get it again. Second chance shot. Capella trying to free himself up. Russell Westbrook again. Westbrook's got 43 points.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
To the middle, here's Hunter. He blocks it again, and that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And he gets the bucket.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Young outside. Here's Parker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Reddish, he's checked in for Bembry. Young outside. 5 on the clock. Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Two on the clock.
An imposing defender thanks to his timing, his height, Capella is awesome at throwing shooters off their game.
McLemore, the pass to Westbrook. Rejected by Young. Here's Reddish. Atlanta again missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish. Coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Ben McLemore. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. And he makes both free throws.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here is House. Passes to Westbrook. Kicks it to House. Fires for three. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here is Young. Over Westbrook. Atlanta again, missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He's played with a doggedness and determination. That's how you end up with double-digit boards.
And Jones with the stuff.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Westbrook up top, defended by Young. Double team on Westbrook. Pass to Tucker. For the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Tucker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Young kicks to Parker. Rebounded by Capella. And here are the Rockets now. They're on an 18-6 run. McLemore, the pass to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. And here's Tucker, defended by Young. Tucker can't get it to go.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Now Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Here's Parker. Rebounded by Capella. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jabari Parker. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospect. Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And so Westbrook makes them both. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Parker outside. Shoots over Tucker. Parker with another miss. Here's Houston now. They're on a 20-6 run. It's stolen by Reddish. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Hunter, and it's blocked. And here's Westbrook. And another one that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
No, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
They love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. A three-pointer, no good. And it's the Hawks' ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Crabbe finds Parsons. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You got to marvel at how Parsons keeps his balance, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Westbrook, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here is Carter. Again, the Hawks score.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Houston making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Capella. And Thabo Cephalosha subbed in for Russell Westbrook. There's 38 seconds left in the game. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Clemens, ball is covering, and the basket is good.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Parsons outside, fires for three. That one's not going to go. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with James Harden. James, what is it like when you're playing a team that's struggling and you have to keep focused to keep them down?
You know what? We look at the bigger picture, and we have one goal at the end of the season, that's to be champions. So we can't play down to the level of our competition. We got to go out there every single night and be on the same page and try to give 100% effort.
It's been a success so far, James. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.